Hey guys, it's just me this month with the update. Well, me and that beagle from Barano in the background, you may keep hearing back there, but I just want to update you on what we've been doing at the camp. We have a volunteer here with us right now from North Carolina, Miss Rosa. She's part of our Christ family, and she's just a gospel preaching, sharing lady that we found to love and met as a volunteer through Samaritan's Purse. She lives in an RV like us and full-time, a lot smaller than ours, a little small, tiny RV. And she travels around just volunteering and serving the Lord any way she can. She's a real go-getter, and she's brought a spirit into the camp that we really needed, because I've been fighting some medical issues in the last month or so, and Jace and Charlie being gone with his leg, seeing doctors about his legs and stuff and therapy and all, and it's just, we needed that lifting up, and the Lord sent us the right one for the job, I promise you. And I'm thankful for that. And while she's here, we took the time to start on a project that it's been sitting there, one of the many that sit there and wait till the Lord puts it in front of us. And we started working on the solar. That was gifted to us by some members of the church there, the solar panels and equipment to run it. And so we started building the phase 1 and the first solar array. And so we're working on that. There'll be some pictures at the end probably. And I just want to say thank you for those guys for that, and all of you that give to us there at the church, because that's what's doing this here. Y'all are a huge part of that, and your prayers is the major part, because without that we wouldn't survive. The prayers is what pulls us through, and we can feel that. Believe it or not, we feel that, and we thank you for that, and we thank God for you and all that you do. Anyway, there's something else I want to share with you before I go. I just want to encourage you that when God calls upon you or asks you to do something big or small, jump on it. Don't, and I'm preaching from the choir here, because I've been there, and I've been the one. I've drugged my feet many a time. I didn't just, as soon as he called me to do this, I didn't do it. And, it was life-changing. I was scared, but even the little things, and still to this day, just to witness to somebody, it can be overwhelming. And I just ask him for a burden that overwhelms that feeling, and I pray you do the same. Anyway, I've learned, in my experience anyway, I've learned that when God wakes me up in the middle of the night or the early morning hours, and it ain't the normal thing, it's like pain or something that's waking me up. If I'm just awake and I don't know why I'm awake and can't go to sleep, I've come to recognize that usually, in my case, that's straight up God right there wanting to talk. So I go to his words. If nothing else, it's a good time to do it. So I go to his word. That's what I did the other night. I went to his word, and me and Charlie's been going through this Bible study where we're going through the whole Bible in a year. And so I was a day behind, because, the Old Testament, sometimes, even though God's opened my eyes to more of it than I thought he ever would, there's still times it gets a little monotonous. And I got kind of caught up through these books in the Old Testament. There was one thing that he was showing me, and it might not be what most people get from it, because in genealogy and all that, how you get encouragement out of it. Well, I was getting encouragement. To me, it was because I'd see Israel fail and mess up, and he still kept his word to them through that. He made promises, and he kept last one of them, even when they fell so short, and he should have just gave up on everybody. He didn't. He loved us and loved them, and so it gives me hope, so there was that encouragement. I said, well, you want me to pray for encouragement for this man? So I did. I prayed encouragement, have no idea what the reason might be. And then the next morning I get up, and I just had this urging to let this guy know that I'd been praying for him. And to me, I was held back on doing that, because I didn't know. I said, everybody don't, this might come out of left field for them, because they may never been woke up and been asked to pray for somebody. You know, I've heard that before, so I was kind of standoffish about messaging, but I said, no, the Lord wants me to do it, I'm going to do it. So I messaged him and told him, I said, I don't know what's going on, what it's for, but I feel like you need encouragement. And a few days later, he reaches out to me and he tells me, you know, it became clear to me why God wanted you to pray for me. You know, his loved one got very ill and very close to dying, and he said he most definitely needed that encouragement. And of course, it all worked out. God came through for him, and guess what? He came through for me too in that, because I got that blessing that I knew undoubtedly was about to come into my life. Because very seldom I don't get a blessing for it, and it always turns out. Even these houses I've lifted up, raised up out of the flood waters, and remodeled, you know, volunteering and working as staff through Samaritan's Purse in the past, and all the volunteers I've been alongside to come through. It's been a great debate between the homeowners that you know, that had lost everything, and the volunteers that came in to give their time on who got the bigger blessing out of the project. You know, and the volunteers always seem to try to win that argument. You know, so I can promise you, it's a big blessing to hear and to see how God, just to be a part of it and see how everything unfolds and how God's work comes about. And just to be a part of it, or up on the sideline watching, sometimes is enough to be a blessing. So I just want to encourage you, like Eli encouraged you to step out and share your faith. I know that can be hard, but sometimes just the little things, waking up and taking the time to pray for somebody, or to try to use that time for the Lord. That alone can be a step that's not the easiest always to take. And I just pray that and ask you to be mindful of that and step out for God. The blessing, I'm sure, will be yours. And I just want to thank all of you that give and support us and pray for us. And just want to thank you. And as Eli says, we love you, and we'll see you next time.